Welcome back on this Sunday morning. It's another gorgeous morning. Here's your live look outside in our Sky 9 camera facing the ferry landing. You can see the flags moving a bit, but otherwise we've got some mostly clear skies to start off this morning. So the clear skies actually helped us out, making for a cooler morning start. It's still in the upper 50s here in Baton Rouge at 59, but low 60s, Houma, Gonzales, and New Roads all at 61 this morning. So nice and cool, but because we dropped a little bit lower in some places, those areas are still dealing with some patchy dense fog. So Slidell down to 3/4 of a mile, Bogalusa seeing some dense fog, but for our area, visibility looks to be okay. But if you encounter some fog this morning on the roadways, just be extra careful. We've got another really great day in store. Maybe you're going to Ponchatoula for the last day of the Strawberry Fest. It will be warm though, and you'll want the sunscreen if you're going to be outside. Temperatures climbing into the 80s once again. I think we'll top out into the mid 80s through the afternoon. You may notice a little bit of a breeze through the afternoon as well, coming out of the southeast around 10 to 15 miles an hour. So that'll make it feel nice through the afternoon. Then once we head into the evening, temperatures will fall back down into the 70s. So starting off clear right now this morning, but we'll see more clouds building in through the afternoon. Here's noon, and then especially into the evening and overnight. Rain stays off towards our north and west. We stay dry, but the clouds are actually going to make for a warmer start tomorrow for Monday. Now still mild, but we started out in the upper 50s this morning. Tomorrow we're starting out into the mid 60s, maybe even upper 60s in some places. So keep that in mind. It will be a little bit warmer to start tomorrow morning. We're still underneath an area of high pressure that's situated just to the south of us. That's keeping us dry, and all of the rain, well, for our friends off towards the north and west of us, you can kind of see in the satellite radar all those showers and storms that are over in Texas. Look at the storm path all the way in Texas, stretches across the plains and into the Midwest. The heaviest rain total is really expected to stay to the north of us. And check this out, off towards the east, nothing. We're really expected to stay dry through the next week. Through the next 7 days, the Weather Prediction Center is not showing a single drop of measurable rainfall. So we're just going to stay dry and also warm. Temperatures are already running above normal for this time of year, but as we climb into the upper 80s, we're getting close to 10 degrees above normal, especially as we head into the end of the work week. We could possibly get close to 90 degrees by Friday and into Saturday. And if we look beyond that, here's the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. Still highlighted in the orange, still expected to stay above normal. This takes us all the way through April 25th. So it looks like we're going to stay warm really through the majority of the month of April. So it does look like once we get past this, another really nice start to this Sunday morning. I mean, we have almost clear skies on our Sky 9 camera on top of LaBerge facing the Mississippi River on this Sunday morning. So those clear skies helped us out with the temperatures. We actually are cooler to start off this morning compared to yesterday, into the upper 50s for many places, 58 in New Roads, Gonzales, 59 here in Baton Rouge. And look at places off towards the east, 57 in Bogalusa and 54 over in Slidell. So those areas that are a little bit cooler have some patchy dense fog in some areas, especially for Bogalusa and Slidell. We're down to a 1/4 mile of visibility in Slidell. We're okay here, mainly in our area. New Roads, 1 mile and 3/4 visibility, as well as over in Gonzales. Baton Rouge looks to be okay at the moment, but if you encounter any dense fog this morning, just be extra careful on the roadways. We've got a really nice day in store once again, very similar to yesterday, climbing into the low 80s by lunchtime, then back into the mid 80s through the afternoon. You'll notice some more clouds moving in through the afternoon and evening, and maybe a little bit of a breeze coming out of the southeast into the afternoon, but the breeze will help cool you off a little bit. So nice and clear to start this morning, but by the time we get into the afternoon, you'll notice some more clouds building in and into the evening as well. We stay dry. All of the rain is going to stay for our friends over to the north and west of us, but the cloud cover is going to be key because it's going to make for a warmer start into Monday morning. Now, still mild into the low to mid 60s for many of us, but certainly a little bit warmer than we were to start off this morning. Our weather pattern is just being dominated by this area of high pressure. You can kind of make out that upside down U shape in the water vapor here. That's what's leading to the dry weather and also heat. But for our friends over to the west of us, you can kind of see this really big counterclockwise swirl that's making its way onto the west coast. The difference between this areas of high pressure and low pressure is actually going to create a lift and a stormy pattern for our friends off towards the west, beginning today into Texas, into Oklahoma for the plains, and again going into Monday and Tuesday, areas in the plains and also the Midwest, and again going into Tuesday and Wednesday, a larger swath encompassing the plains all all the way up into the Midwest. So you can really make out that stormy pattern for the rainfall totals for the next week, for all the way down into Texas, up into parts of the Great Lakes. But look at this. Off towards the east and the southeast, we're dry. That's because where the area of high pressure is sitting. So no rainfall totals expected through the next week, according to the Weather Prediction Center. So we just stay warm and dry through the next 7 days, especially as we get into early next week. We'll climb into the upper 80s, sit there right on through the rest of the work week. We could get close to 90.